Hi, this is Ben Proco with the Dirt in Your Shoe Duathlon. I'm going to go over the course, kind of things leading up to the race, as well as some things after the race. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the parking. You'll be coming off of FM 362, and just follow the gravel road, and we'll have people here to park you. Be prepared to sign land use waivers. I may be able to get that out to you in an email so you can have that already done. Also, if you have any spectators with you, your land use fee was covered in your registration, but spectators do have a $10 land use fee. Children are free, however. Let me go back here. No vehicles beyond this point. And also, when when you're on your bike, you must have your helmet on. This can get you disqualified before the event even starts. So just make sure if you're on your bike, helmet's on your head. All right, race schedule. We have a packet pickup at Bike Barn in Cypress from noon to 5:50. Please don't show up at 5:55. The store closes at 6, and we need to make sure we're out of there and courteous of their time. The next time is Saturday, March 6th from that's going to be from 10 to 2 will be the packet pickup, but we're also going to have a pre-race clinic at 10. They'll go from 10:30 to noon, so kind of in the middle there. So that's a free clinic. Your land use fee that's already attached will cover that. And also, if you know anyone who's kind of on the fence about racing, hey, send them to the clinic. For non-participants, it's $20, but they can apply that if they decide they like it and they want to do the race instead. So spread the word on that. Race day schedule, parking starts at 7. Please don't show up before 7. We won't have anyone out there. So, get there as close to 7. If you want to be really early, again, transition will open up around 7:10. It's going to be assigned racking due to our COVID protocols, but we're going to give you a lot of space. Probably just only 4 bikes per rack, so a ton of space for everyone. And then we have duathlon start at 8:30. Before that, we have our pre-race meeting, 8:20. If you're in the first group, I would make sure you've already gone to the bathroom, all that stuff, because we're going to be looking to start at 8:30 or as close as we can for that. All right, the wave starts. Men 39 and under, as well as all relays, are going to go off first at 8 o'clock, or 8:30, sorry. At 8:33, men 40 and older, then our women at 8:36, and then we have a socially distanced TT start if you were wanting that. I will let you know our last race, we did not have anyone who wanted to use that. But it's there for you if you want it. Just make sure you send a request to me as soon as you can. Please try to not do it like midnight the night before. Get it to me as early as you can if you want that. But again, no one's used that. And after you see some of our how the start will work, you may, if you're kind of on the fence, you may not want to do the socially distanced start anyways, because we will be pretty spread out. So where is everything at? This is just a good map, and I believe all this information is on our website. So if you want to see something, just go to either the maps or the schedule, and you can see everything that you're seeing right now. Transition. This will be our start area. First run and second run will go off this way. First run comes back into transition here. Second run, you're going to go up to the finish. Bike in and out is over here. Your U-turn to do the second lap will be right there. Post-race will be in this area behind the cabin. Also, packet pickup. It's not marked on here, but that's going to be right by transition. We're going to do the same thing we did for our last race, where anyone doing race day packet pickup, you will just we'll tape your packet to where your rack location is. So all you have to do is show your ID and then go in. So super easy. Here's just another transition layout, just a different way to see it. Bike Minded is going to be there for any last minute mechanical needs. Don't show up with a completely disassembled bike that hasn't been worked on in 20 years. Take care of that. This is meant for just something that comes up that morning unexpected. This is it's a 9-mile bike course. But we have a 9-mile bike course, 2 laps. This is the map here. It's a pretty easy course, no major drops or anything. And I tell people, they ask, well, where's the technical parts? Well, the technical parts are where the lines get squiggly. So this one's probably a little bit, because it can be a little bit sandy here, and it's also downhill with a slight turn. So probably this tiny section right here, just might not be able to go absolutely full speed, but it's easy to see everything right there. Same here. This is probably the tightest section, and it's a very short section here. The rest of it's pretty fast. Kind of through here, you might have to touch the brakes a little bit, but again, not much. This is a very fast course, a very friendly course, and with the rain we had on Monday and maybe a little bit, that will actually help pack down the sandy spots and make the trail very fast. You don't want it to be completely dry. You don't want to be muddy either, so we're really looking like we'll have good weather for this. 2-mile run. Remember, you start and finish with a run. This is a very simple run course. Just follow the signs. You kind of join up with the bike here for a second. We have that divided for you. And then also right here, you're going to join up with the bike course. If you kind of look back, you can see the bike course goes right down here where the run's going to be, and then it jumps on there as well. So the only thing you gotta really pay attention to, and I haven't seen many people, they usually don't mess this up on the Dube, but I have seen a tendency of people not to pay attention on, like, when it's a triathlon, is the runners will go to the right here, and the bikers will turn left. So runners just stay along the shore, and you'll be able to see this, so you'll know when you're biking that the bike's kind of split off here to the left. And sometimes a little bit just when it's on a downhill. So sometimes when, like on a triathlon where you have swim, bike, run, the bikers go by, you haven't seen it on the run course yet. So that, it makes sense. But I say the duathlon, I've never really had an issue with that. And that first time you go around in the transition, second time go up to the finish. We'll have a water station for you close to the 1-mile mark. It's mostly uphill heading there, so that's why it's a little bit before a mile. So if you're wanting to know kind of how the start, like how spaced out we're going to be, this is the start area right here. Granted, there's some trees here that you wouldn't be able to start right there, but this whole area is 150 feet wide. So that's going to give a ton of space to spread out. For the first 200 meters, we're still at 50 feet wide, and then after about a quarter mile, it narrows down to 30 feet, which 30 feet is still bigger than the average 2-lane road. So you're talking about a very wide start, lots of space to spread out. And then here's just a little graph. I took last year's numbers, which are very similar to this year, and I put this in with the wave starts, what people's times were, just rounding it to the nearest minute. And the most people we would have coming into the transition, the first after the run, would be 10 people in a 1-minute period time. That means the average distance between people would be 6 seconds, which is around 50-60 feet, assuming a 8-minute mile, which is actually the average pace most people do on the first run when you've looked at it. So very spread out, plenty of room, and that's with people probably trying to kind of stick with other athletes. That's normally what you see in a duathlon. Some people will run a little bit harder just to stay close to some of their competition. So as you can see, very spread out. 10 people in a 1-minute period is nothing compared to some of the Ironman races where they have the whole race field is on a 3-lap course for several hours. We got to have a big thank you to our sponsors. Please try to support them if you can. They really do help out the race. Mobility, Cryotherapy, Hammer Nutrition has provided nutrition for us every single time. Even calling them last minute last year, they were able to take care of us. Bike Barn, where Packet Pickup is at. TriFit XT is our coaching service. If you have any coaching needs, testing, training plans, advice, contact us there. Bike Minded, great with working on bikes. He'll come to you. Third Coast Training, they're kind of friends of Tri-Fit XT. Sometimes we send some athletes to them for either some testing, they can do some different testing, or especially for some swimming. I've had several athletes get some great swim coaching with them in their endless pool. And then Rotor Bike Components, been very happy with them. I run them on all my bikes, my mountain bike, my tri bike, my road bike. I can go on forever about how it helps. I think their elliptical rings are actually best for off-road application out of all the applications you could have. And then some races that always support us, the Huntsville Hammer, which is in November. Wade runs that race. And then the Bayou City Tri-Series with Ron. They're going to be starting back up here with Sylvan Beach in May. So, check them out. They really do help out. And if there are any questions, always check the website. We have some frequently asked questions there. But then, let me know. I want to make this race as enjoyable for you as I can. And thank you, everyone, for your support. All right. Have a great day.